It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. With that road trip behind them, the Cavaliers ready to perform in front of their hometown fans here in Cleveland. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons. They come into this one feeling good about the matchup. They've taken both games so far this season.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Solomon, he's in at 3. Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. Andre Drummond is out there with Ilyasova.
And how about that? Just an easy way to get on the board.
And just like that, Greg, the first lead belongs to them.
The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Irving. 14 points from him the last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man. And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for you.
They grab their own miss, and Drummond throws it down.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
So it's the Pistons now, following the score by Cleveland. Jennings off a pick from Solomon. Down low, here's Drummond. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
Now, here is Irving. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. And stolen by Drummond. Ahead. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on LeBron James.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
And both free throws good from Freak.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Pass to Mozgov. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders. But thus far, he's proved to be worth it.
Now here's Jennings. He's coming off a 25-point game against New Orleans. And that one's good. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Irving kicks to Love. Dishes it to Shumpert. Mozgov sets a screen for Shumpert. And the rejection by Solomon. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
Here's Meeks after the made shot from Iman Shumpert. And the basket good.
He's trying to get it going offensively, but right now just 1 of 4 to start.
The Cavaliers trailing. James dishes to Irving. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Back to LeBron. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Pistons have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. There's the pick. Jennings with the ball. Now guarded by Shumpert. And Drummond throws it down.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
LeBron can't get it to go. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to Oklahoma City.
Just not a disciplined performance defensively in that game, guys. A lot of silly fouls hurt them throughout.
I think lack of discipline is the right phrase, Greg. I mean, a lot of silly fouls, and they did that even when they were in foul trouble.
Now here's James following the miss by Jennings. LeBron passes to Mozgov. Soft touch off the glass. Mozgov's got 6.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
And that one's good. Drummond.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Love. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Meeks with it, guarded by Shumpert. Ilyasova, screen on Irving. It's Jennings with the drive. Here's Drummond. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in the zone.
I think they've got to consider, Greg, throwing a few different looks his way early on, especially if he keeps shooting like this.
Now here's James. 26 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And also 4 blocks. I mean, just an important factor on both ends.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason.
Now here's Freak. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against New Orleans.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
Let's take this moment to bring you a leaderboard featuring a very well-rounded group, the top rebounding small forwards in the NBA the last 10 games. Freak, number 1.
There are plenty of above average.
A different look here for Detroit. Morris is checked in for Ilyasova, and it's Jackson in for Jody Meeks. The Cavaliers trail by 7. The drive by LeBron. Love with the screen for LeBron. There's the feed to Irving. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Irving's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Jennings with the ball. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And the shot is good. Jennings has got his second basket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Shumpert. Outside Irving. Clock at 6. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second finish.
Here's a chance to take a look at the Pistons and how they rank in the NBA right now. 7th in three-point field goal percentage. 9th in fewest turnovers per game. And they're in the top half of the league in scoring as well. Not too shabby.
And they've also enjoyed a lot of success from beyond the arc. I mean, as you can see by that top 10 ranking and three-point percentage, that's a shot they should continue to feature in their offense.
And stolen by Drummond, and they're moving it up. On up the court. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Detroit?
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for James. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Shumpert. And it's Williams in for Irving. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Detroit. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Brandon Jennings. And both free throws good from Freak. So for the Pistons, their last game a loss to the Pelicans.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
Send it over to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach David Blatt. Doris?
Yeah, right now they have an advantage in the season series, winning the first 2 contests. And a big reason for that is their offense. Coach says that if they want to make it 3 wins, they'll have to continue to believe in their ability to fill it up. We have a gifted group here, he said. They just need to believe in themselves. We'll see if they can do that here, guys.
Wonderful stuff, Doris. Thanks. The early game plan centered around their offense, it sounds like.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's the right approach for this game. I mean, if they can get off to a good start offensively, everything else should come together.
Well, what happens if they don't get off to a fast start? I mean, they'll be scrambling looking for answers. We'll see if that approach works for them.
Now Jackson, following the miss by J.R. Smith from deep. Freak with it. He's against Smith. And it's Freak missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Jackson. Picked by Varejão. Smith outside. Just 5 on the clock. That one off the back iron and out.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And guys, Reggie Jackson was at the end of a yo-yo last season. He starts at Oklahoma for an injured Westbrook. Westbrook comes back, sends Jackson to the bench. Then Oklahoma sends Jackson to Detroit, where he fills in for another injured starter in Brandon Jennings for the rest of the year.
Now getting back to Jackson, he showed several times last season that he has that starter ability. The Thunder knew they wouldn't have the money to re-sign him, Clark, in free agency, so they traded him to avoid losing him for nothing.
Yeah, that's a good move. And with the Pistons, Jackson finished the season strong, while the Thunder, without Jackson or Durant's contributions, missed the playoffs for the first time in years.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Pass to Baines. Nice D from Williams.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Stolen by Jackson, and good on the basket. Book it.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Over that last break. An outstanding effort today. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris. Dellavedova kicks to Thompson. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench. Looking now at some numbers for J.R. Smith. How last month turned out for him? He's averaging 10 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, great hustle, does all the little things. Just a good complimentary guy to have on your team.
Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following the 3 by Detroit. Here's Dellavedova, looking for his first basket still on this one. Williams can't hit.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Smith drives in, Thompson, and he dunks it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Dellavedova. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Now Jackson. With 1 on the clock. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Detroit up by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
I go back and I'm able to, read the scouting report, and also when I get to the arena, I also watch more film on each and every guy that's going to be playing, guys that I know I may be, matched up against, throughout the night. So I'm not surprised by anything if it happens throughout the game. So it's a lot of preparation that goes in, to just one game, just trying to get one win, but that's what it takes to win good.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes...
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And a different look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Drummond. Marcus Morris comes in for Ilyasova. Freaks checked in for Johnson. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Reggie Jackson. On the court for the Pistons, Jennings and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Aaron Baines out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Solomon in at the 3 spot. That's good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Detroit leading by 4. They set the pick. Jennings dishes to Freak to the middle. It's tipped. Here's Morris. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Cleveland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Pick by Varejao. Here's Dellavedova. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The screen from Thompson. Morris with the block.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
It's tipped, and he recovers it. Here's Smith. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters, but such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles, sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
Williams gets the bucket.
That's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
To the inside. Here's Baines, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Varejao. Pistons have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Both good from the line that time.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Dellavedova kicks to Varejao. Feeds to Williams. Pass to Thompson, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Screen by Smith. Williams for 3. Another miss by Williams. Detroit leading by 5. To the wing right side. Caldwell Pope. Open jump shot off the mark.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
That was good.
They've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. 1 or 2 of those are all it takes to really get him going.
Here's Jennings. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Jennings has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Smith outside. Pick by Varejao. The drive by Smith. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 3 rebounds now in this one. No good. Excellent D there from Williams. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. All going up court. It's stolen by Morris. To the paint. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And guys, you know, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, this guy screams potential at you. I mean, perfect size and length and speed for a 2-guard. He plays both ends. Right now, it's all about consistency for him.
The Pistons making a change here. Jackson's checked in. On the topic of Caldwell-Pope, he's the kind of guy who needs a year to feel his way around. In college, Greg, you may recall he showed dramatic improvement between years 1 and 2. The same thing has been true in the pros.
Yeah, and he has everything going for him. I mean, excellent outside shot, tremendous defensive tools. He just needs to add some strength and stay in attack mode to reach the next level in his development.
Jackson drives in. His shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Williams against Jackson. Williams passes to Verija, and that one's good. Now just a 2-point Piston lead. Here's Jackson. Last game he had 13. He kicks to Caldwell-Pope. 58 seconds left to play here in the half. And the wide open shot from Morris. Hits it from 3-point range. Morris has got his second bucket of the night.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Picked by Verija. Here's Dellavedova. 8 points for him. Clock at 6. Picked by Verija. Fires the 3. It's good, and the Pistons Warriors cut back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from Dellavedova.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the 3-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
And it's Freak missing.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Williams dishes to Thompson. Smith on the wing. Back to Thompson. Williams up on top. He feeds it to Dellavedova. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Dellavedova's got it all tied up now for the Cavs. It's a tie game here in Cleveland. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson. And after that first half, Tristan, what's the plan going to be for this second half?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true bigs, and we got to come out, play hard, and not let up.
You have to have plenty of bark.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third.
What a night so far for Drummond. 18 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Cleveland. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving in at the 1 spot. And Meeks kicks to Jennings. There's the pick, and it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Meeks passes to Jennings. And Drummond kicks to Meeks. Connects from 3-point range. Meeks got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Pistons. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pelicans got the job done. He had 18 points, and as always, piling up rebound after rebound as well. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
And Jody Meeks last season, coming off the best effort of his career the year before, signed a big contract with the Pistons. They thought he'd be their designated three-point shooter. Instead, he missed the first 22 games with a back injury and just never really got in sync.
And so Meeks nails both of them. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Irving dishes to LeBron. And there's the pass to Shumpert. And it's good. Shumpert's got 4 points this quarter.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Outside Jennings. The dish to Drummond. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for Andre Drummond. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. 3rd in rebounding, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
Tell you what, man, he has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim, man. He goes after it. That's why he's one of the best rebounders in the game.
That's off as well, so he misses both. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Irving passes to James. Back to Irving for the lead. Count it, and the foul. Andre Drummond picks one up.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
That's good from Irving. And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
And getting back to Kyrie, many felt the addition of LeBron would cut down on Kyrie's playmaking opportunities. But Kyrie was near his career average in assists last season. That even further indicates how seamlessly the two superstars were able to gel.
And it's Drummond missing.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through track.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Their biggest problem is dealing with Shumpert. He has 8 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And was it a good one? Really, one of their highlights of the game defensively.
You know, talking about the effect LeBron had on Kyrie last year, they looked fantastic working together, but the stat sheet also bared that out. Kyrie hit over 40% of his threes for the first time in his career, and he posted the lowest turnover rate of his career, too.
And they're on the 2K leaderboard of the teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month. Second, the Cavaliers.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
2 shots.
That's good for Meeks.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And so Meeks nails both of them. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Stan Van Gundy said to the team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Drummond. coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Let's see how the East is matching up. Take a look at the Cavaliers. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, Detroit, not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And right now for the Pistons, hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things easy for them down the stretch.
Well, it figures to be a hectic finish to the season as they attempt to lock down a postseason berth. They've got very little margin for error the rest of the way.
And an air ball on that one. Way off. Moving it up. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Irving. Irving's got his third assist on the night. Outside Jennings. Jennings off a pick from Solomon. The drive by Jennings. And Drummond kicks to Ilyasova. To the paint. Clock at 4. Lets the three fly. The Cavaliers pull it in. LeBron's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Solomon. Misses off the right iron.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Excellent use of the screen that time. And now an 8-point Cavalier lead.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Drummond the screen. No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Irving drives in. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Jennings. Pistons trail by 5. He dishes it to Freak. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he overshot that one, missing.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Pistons. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Williams comes in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Morris is checked in for Ilyasova. Freak comes in for Johnson. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Meeks. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Brandon Jennings.
Penalty situation. Pistons foul call.
And that one falls for Williams.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. And that's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
Jackson dishes to Freak. The Cavaliers pull it in, and the Cavaliers with possession. They're on an 18-7 run. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Kicks to Williams. Lets the three fly. Again, Williams missing. Caldwell Pope passes to Jackson. There's the three. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Cavaliers lead by 7. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And the final period of play just about to start. Pistons trail by 7, and Detroit looking at who they've got. Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Freak is out there with Marcus Morris, and it's Drummond in at the 5. Williams kicks to Dellavedova, pass to Love, takes the 3. Detroit with the rebound. Freak's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Caldwell Pope dishes to Jackson. There's the triple. And yes, sir, that one drops. Caldwell Pope's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Pistons. LeBron outside. Dishes it to Thompson. The feed now to Williams. Thompson sets the pick for Williams. And it's Williams again missing. Pistons trail by 4. Taken away by Williams. The drive by James, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
What a game for LeBron. He has 29 points and 2 steals as well.
And we're seeing him at his very best today. Just really a joy to watch.
Well, I know I'm thoroughly enjoying it because he's amazing when he's on top of his game like this.
And how much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
Irving kicks to Mozgov.
Mozgov guy was specifically sought after by his coach, Dave Blatt. Remember, Mozgov was a favorite of his from when Blatt coached the Russian national team.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition. Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Mozgov and Blatt with a close connection from their international play. Mozgov was a big part of taking home a bronze medal. Remember Clark back in 2012 with Blatt?
Yeah, exactly. In Russia, and now again with the Cavs, Mozgov is showing that Blatt has great confidence and trust in his ability, and that's wonderful for a player.
Here's Irving. The shot will not go. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Pistons trail by 5. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pass to Freak. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Meeks. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his 5th foul. Detroit making a switch here. Jennings is checked in. The Cavaliers leading by 5. James kicks to Mozgov. Cleveland moving it around. No one near James as he lets it go. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Ilyasova, screen on Irving. Drummond. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, it's terribly frustrating for a coach when his team can't knock down their free throw. I mean, it really comes down to focus, routine, and stamina, especially in the second half.
No good on the second free throw. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. And it's sent back by Drummond. Meeks passes to Ilyasova. Jennings with the ball. He's picked up by James. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Lets it fly from 18. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Outside Irving. LeBron sets the screen for Irving. Feeds it to LeBron. Back to Irving.
You know, this half hasn't been as successful for him as the first. He's having difficulty getting it to fall.
Now, here's Meeks. Jennings kicks to Freak. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Looking at the numbers for Freak, he's got 10 rebounds and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
Yeah, you know, he's had a great feel for their ball movement down low and for where to be when the shot's going up.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both. Here's Irving. Passes it to James. And Love has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Shumpert hits the three-point bomb. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Jennings kicks to Ilyasova. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Irving. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching. Not while the ball's in his hands.
Jennings dishes to Freak. Off the pick. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Yeah, and guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Drummond a screen. It's Jennings with the drive. Shoots from the block. Another miss by Ilyasova. The Cavaliers leading by 7. And here is Irving. Puts up a 3. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Just too dangerous of a shooter to leave alone from beyond the arc.
Irving against Jennings. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And guys, something new for the NBA is the HGH testing that's been put in place. It's something the league hasn't had too many issues with or even accusations, but better to stamp it out early. And hard to argue that it should be in place.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And with the HGH testing, it's done in every major sport. Seems like the right thing to do for the NBA. Just make sure everyone is on a level playing field, so to speak.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think the punishment will be fair. First positive gets you a 20-game ban. The second one, 45.
Freak with it, working on James. James with some nice D. The Cavaliers leading by 8. And the pass to Mozgov. Shoots from 12. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Freak.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
Oh, an illegal screen there. One of the toughest calls for an official to make.
And it is one of the toughest calls, but most of the time they do a good job with it, and You have to appreciate how officials get that one right more times than not.
For Cleveland, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Irving passes to James. Mozgov kicks to Shumpert. He feeds it to James. And they double up James. Mozgov dishes to Love. This one for three. No good from LeBron.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
Drummond passes to Solomon. Lets it go with a three. And he gets it to go. Freak's got it back down to within single digits for the Pistons.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Outside Irving. Trying to find Mozgov. Gets it to him. Jennings with the steal. Fast break Detroit. Meeks, good.
Now that could be a major moment in this game. Mark your clock right now. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time.
Yeah, but they're still in the driver's seat right now. I'm not sure the comeback is fully on just yet. One more transition bucket, though, and it could be.
Here's Solomon. No good. Great D that time from Irving. Cleveland leading by 6. LeBron with it. Out defended by Freak. It's a pick by Love. Irving double team. The drive by James, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Jennings off a pick from Solomon. They double him with LeBron. Mozgov with the steal. James against Ilyasova. Can't hit from in close. Pistons trail by 8. Outside Jennings. There's a screen. Here's Meeks. They get it again. And the rejection by James. Here's Irving. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak.
How about the night Irving has had? 19 points, and he's drained 3 three-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
Both free throws good for Irving.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Pistons trail by 10. There's the dish to Freak. In the corner, Ilyasova with it. Jennings kicks to Freak. Shot clock at 5. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And here's Jennings outside. And Shumpert pulls it down. The Cavaliers leading by 10. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Iman Shumpert. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
They're doing a great job here in the second half. They've brought their free throw percentage up quite a bit. And that's winning basketball. That's one of the ingredients in winning basketball. Good free throw shooting.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
At the line for the Cavaliers, Freak. At the line for 2.
And the first one drops.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
Poked away and stolen by Freak. The finish hammers it home to polish off the break.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
6 to shoot, and stolen by Jennings. And here's Jennings, the fast break opportunity. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Brandon Jennings has been getting it done. 9 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark. And this offense has really performed at a high level.
He hits the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
1:31 left in the fourth. Cleveland leading by 5. LeBron right side. Kicks it to Love. Takes it from 10. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 8 points for Love.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Lets it go from 11, and that one's good. Drummond.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
Here's LeBron. Picked by Moskov. Moving against Jennings.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively. Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. So he comes up empty, missing both.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
James with it, out defended by Freak. Good. And now a 9-point Cavalier lead.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
Here's Irving, and that is good. Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for the Cavs.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, tell us a bit about the energy out there tonight. It seemed like there was plenty of intensity on the floor.
We knew that today was going to have that type of feel. It's two teams that have the same aspirations, and that's winning the NBA championship. So it was a great game. It went down to the wire, and we gave our beautiful fans a great show today, and it was fun.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over the game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will in the game.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.